when I was grading, I noticed that quite a few of you used rollover images instead of the CSS navigation. So what I wanted to do is show you how you could do the same kind of thing without having to create a bunch of images. And also it just makes adding more links much easier. So the way that I did that is I took this image, I downloaded the image and then the rollover image, and then I stripped out the text on it, and then I downloaded all the pages, and so just here's what the images look like, the background and the rollover. So what I want to do, I just started from scratch with a new page, and so let me go ahead and set it up to begin with. This first sidebar, for example, let's just set that to have a black background, and then let's go into our link here that's in the sidebar, set with the nav class, and instead of having a green background, we could just get rid of the background entirely, and we could do the same for the hover. And then so what I want to do is just edit this, and then go ahead and go to the background, and then choose a background image. So let me go to this image, and we don't want it to repeat, so let's just apply that and we can see what it looks like. So far so good. I mean, we do need to play around with the height a little bit, and then maybe put some spacing in between them, but so far so good. And then I can go ahead and set the background for the hover, again, let's just go browse for that. There it is. Click OK and hit OK. And just to show you what this looks like, let me upload it with the Shift Control U, and then let's go refresh it. Oh, sorry, I need to also upload the images. Let's try that again. Then let's refresh it. Okay, so there we go. So we've got a link and a hover. Now, one way to make these a different size is just to play with the font size in the buttons. And while we're at it, we might as well play with the fonts a little bit more. Let's see. I actually really like playing with Google Fonts. Let me see. Okay, so if you go to my website and then just click on this developer links and then scroll down and then click on font, then one of your choices is kind of down. You have to scroll down about halfway. Best Google Web Fonts, and I really like these fonts. And it makes it super easy to paste them in. So I've chosen one that might look good. We'll see. And if you scroll down, it tells you what to do. I'm going to click on Standard, and then I'm just going to take that that link and go back to Dreamweaver, and then just paste it in at the top of the page, just inside the head. So I need to find the head tag, which is right there, and then paste it in right there. And then I'm going to go to the CSS. Let's go back here, and let me choose. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to choose a font here. Let's just go with Verdana, and that's just so that you can see where that font tag gets added. And then once I go back to Google Fonts, I can just paste this in and then replace the Verdana with this one. So I'm just going to Control C and then go back to Dreamweaver, Then I'm going to look for that CSS, and I want there it is. Okay, we're getting there. Here we go. Okay, so here I did the font family Verdana. So I'm just going to put in this font that I got from Google Fonts, and then I'm going to do the same thing for the hover part. And let's go back and look. And now we might not see it in Dreamweaver. If we go to Live View, we'll get a better look at it. Alright, so let me go out of Live View, and then let's see what happens if I make that font size a little bit bigger, like 120%, for example. And then of course I'd want to do it here as well, so that both the nav and the hover, the link, visited, hover, and active are all the same size. So let's go see what that looks like. So I'm going to Shift Control U to upload, and then let me just refresh. So you can see just by making the font size a little bit bigger, I got more of that background image showing. But I can also play with the other settings to get that so that there's some spacing in between and all of that. So I'm not going to do that right now, but I do want to show you how easy it is to add another link. So if I want to, for example, I can just click and add my other link, and then just highlight it. And then to get this link to work, I actually have to add in a link, and then once I do that, because these CSS properties have to do with links, then I have to make it a link before it shows that background image. But you can see how much faster that is than having to go into Photoshop or Fireworks and make a whole bunch of images. And especially when, like, if I had a spelling error, all I have to do is just go in and change it here. It's all HTML text, so it's a lot easier to do it this way.